we continue along the next wave of Dominion action with another game against Fanfan. Now, this is a very interesting set of cards for the veto mode. And I'm not going to analyze it too heavily until he vetoes. And he's gotten rid of Nomad Camp. Now, as currently constituted, the strongest thing is probably some kind of scrying pool deck that either uses Loan or Spice Merchant to clear out coppers and then builds up. Wait, no, that can't be right because there's no source of plus actions. So you could draw your whole deck, but there's not a lot you could do with it there. On the other hand, you could quite conceivably use that to build into possession. So I think I am just going to get rid of... Well, okay. The Scrying Pool deck could also use Oasis. But, you know, that's got to be quite weak. I'm going to get rid of possession here. I, again, get a quite fortunate 5-2 split. And I have a pleasant decision between going Big Money Margrave and Big Money Merchant Ship. He's gone for the Loan, which indicates to me that he's probably going for some kind of action strategy, probably with Scrying Pool. In that kind of a deck, the Margrave is going to hurt him less. I'm going to go for the Merchant Ship. I was quite undecided, actually, as to which one of those two things I was going to go for. The other nice thing about Merchant Ship is it gives me a little more flexibility with getting a bridge, getting a trade route, something like that later on. Potentially Oasis is nicer with it, although Oasis is probably not all that nice, to be frank. He's going for bridge here. Interesting. I don't really think I like his Loan play. We'll see what happens. See how this develops. Let's see what he's going to go for here on 3. Because the bridge doesn't really seem to go with a Scrying Pool kind of thing to me, unless that indicates that he is going for a Scrying Pool thing. The reason that he goes for bridge, first of all, is so that he couldn't potentially loan his potion. That it's definitely going to hit a copper, first of all. Now let's see what he does with his 4 and everything's cheaper 1 and 2 buys. He could get like Great Hall and Oasis, 2 Oases. He got 2 silvers. So this suggests more of a big money kind of strategy. Interesting. Now, 2 merchant ships is a great number to have. Here he's got 5 money. What's he going to do with his 5 money? I guess going back to comment on his earlier stuff then, I think Loan is a little bit of a mistake, and he gets a merchant ship, which is probably the best thing for the deck that he's building. I'm going to get a gold here, and I'm going to get another gold here. It's a little bit of a mistake to go for copper trashing in a big money deck. Now I have 2 golds and 2 merchant ships. It's plenty enough to be buying a province here. Yeah. Potentially picking up a trade route soon is a Great Hall can slip off pretty quick. Province is going to slip off here. Really don't like that Spice Merchant, as he's already thinning his deck out. There's 7 for him. There's not, I mean, okay, how many? He's trashed 3 coppers already. There's only 4 left for his Spice Merchant. So I really don't like that play. Now I've hit 7 a couple times here. That's okay. That's okay. I guess he could still potentially transition into a Scrying Pool kind of thing. Here's a province for him. I'm going to take another gold. And I hit 7 again. He's getting his third province here. And don't really like that play of a loan. Because it forces a reshuffle in a position where he knew. And although I guess that's okay, because that's reshuffling like everything. He's almost out of copper now. It's the fifth one. I guess his deck might be quite consistent at this point, but 1, 2, 5. He could get like Duchy and Great Hall or Duchy and Trade Route here, both of which seem to be potentially quite strong. He could get gold. Wait, no, he can't get Duchy and... Never mind. It's 5 he has, and everything's 1 cheaper. He's getting Oasis, and he's got 3 left. He could get a Spice Merchant, a Potion, or a Bridge, or something that's cheaper. He got a Silver. I'm going to grab this province, and it's all victory points now. Here's 5 money for him. He should definitely be getting a Duchy here. Will he do that? He skipped his pirate ship. He does get the Duchy. Really hope he can't province here. He can province here. And I have an interesting decision as to whether or not I should break this penultimate province rule. I think I'm going to, reason being that I knew I was very unlikely to, since all of my money had basically passed, very unlikely to get back up to this expensive numbers this shuffle. And I'm going to count on him not being able to get to Duchy here. He's trashing his silver with the Spice Merchant, which is a good sign for me. Two, 3, 4. Everything's 1 cheaper. He needs 3 money. He doesn't have it. He buys a Duchy. 4 cards left. The score is tied. I'm not going to get this estate here. Simply because that would have hurt my chances of getting this last province, which is basically what I need in order to win at this point. And it wasn't particularly going to help me win the game soon. If I wasn't able to buy this province here, then I would be able to buy at least an estate and keep afloat that way. Here I've got it, and I'm going to take the win. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching these videos.